Welcome to B Sports Picks. We had a great day. 5-0 day, one push with the Mets. It's still considered a perfect day because the push was actually a canceled bet. So we went up 4.36 units, 100% hit rate. You can see the record over here, 5-5-0-1, just like I mentioned. That's an 87% return ROI. Today, I'm going to give you guys two batter props. There's not a lot of information that I like today. There's a lot of contradictions. Ever since last night, I saw some stuff. I didn't like it. I went through it again this morning. It was not looking good at all. So I was looking at the Braves very heavily. I was also looking at the Orioles very heavily. But I'm not going to go with either one of those teams. So if you guys want to check those out, go ahead. But I'm staying away for many reasons. So I'm going to just go very quickly through what happened very quickly yesterday. And then, like I said, I'm going to give you guys two batter props. I actually have about 6 or 7 that I threw into the VIP. I'm offering 1 week 50% off. Check out the link in the description. It'll take you directly to the discounted code. So Tigers and Mets was very good. I had 2 under RBIs, which I'm going to give you. Actually, I'm not going to. Those are already in the VIP. So 2 under RBIs. But you can see how expensive they were. So I put in the Mets right there. That hit. Then we had Jeremy Pena, and then with another under RBI. So that hit. Then we had the Tigers straight up. And we had the Tigers again with Elliot Ramos. So this one was very good, man. I made a whole video explanation yesterday on how to get these batter props live. And I told you, like, they go almost in half sometimes. Not exactly in half, but perfect example is this guy, Elliot Ramos. I showed you the video yesterday. You want to check that out. But this dude right here was at minus 600 when we were looking at it. If you don't believe me, go check out the video. And then I told you how I was going to get the alert and how I set it up on my phone. Make sure you check that out if you haven't done so. That way you can get these value plays. So Elliot Ramos came up to bat. First at bat, you can see he did not get a hit. So that's why you see that little negative sign right there. Then he came up to bat the second time and he got a hit. So somebody reached out to me and said, "Man, I'm glad you gave me that because I went in there and I got it right on time." So he got a hit right before he placed it. So check it out. Boom, it was a hit. Overall, like I said, man, 5-day winning streak. Make sure you check out the video from yesterday. I explained how I got the value play for after he came up to bat and didn't get a hit. If you like this sort of information, guys, make sure you subscribe. There's a link in the description for a 1 week 50% off on the VIP. The first one I'm going with is Trey Turner. I do have, 4? I have 4 total batter props and then 3 more. So a total of 9 batter props I have. I'm going to share 2 of them with you here. The rest are inside the VIP. I'm hooking you guys up, 50% off. Check out the link in the description. So Trey Turner right here, he's supposed to be getting 2 hits according to the books. So right here, you can see he's getting 80% hit rate. He's only gotten over 2 hits 3 times. We don't care about that. We only need him to get 1 hit. So you can see overall, he's got an 80% hit rate on the 1 hit. So now we go over here and we search for this pitcher that he's going against. This dude, Guzman, is actually pretty decent at a 3.87. However, this guy, so decent, he's decent at a 3.87, but let's go deeper into this. This guy, Trey Turner, gets up to bat between 4 and 5 times per game. So that's a lot. And then he also exceeded this line 12 of the last 14 games. Sorry about the lighting, guys. I'm trying to get this new setup with this new camera and all this stuff. Anyway, he's exceeded this line 12 of the last 14 games. He's came up to bat against Guzman 22 times, and he's gotten 5 hits. That's an average of 2.50. So that's actually very good. And then I went down here. I looked at his stats, meaning where this guy gets hits compared to where this guy throws the ball. So the only one little thing I'll mention, this guy throws the ball 23% of the time on his bottom right corner, and this guy is pretty bad on the bottom right corner. However, obviously these guys know this shit. So when he comes up to bat, he's already faced this guy 22 times. He's gotten 5 hits. So he knows if he's going to throw in that bottom right corner, he's not going to swing at it. He's one of the best batters in baseball. So he's been very solid for years. So, like I said, he's already seen this dude 22 times. He knows, like, okay, I'm not going to swing at it if it comes on the bottom right corner. So that's the extra little research I did this. There's the little research extra step that I added just to confirm this stuff. But if this was a little bit of a flip flop, I wouldn't go with this because, first of all, I trust Trey Turner to get a hit, and secondly, if this dude, if everything was mismatching, I wouldn't go with it. But it does match. Everything matches. So, anyways, having said all that, Trey Turner to get one hit. Bob, you're saying you missed the play yesterday. Yeah, man, I went live on it, so I explained how I was gonna get the targeted play sent to my phone, and sure enough, it came through on my phone, and then I was able to put it in. So, anyways, here's the Gunnar Henderson. You can see I'm gonna sort this for one hit, and again, this dude is 80% hit rate. Let's go and look at the research against this guy. So earned. So what's this guy's name? Kochanwitz. I can't pronounce that. So this guy Kochanwitz is the pitcher for the Angels. He's going against this guy. This is one thing that stood out to me that I don't like. So I'm going to throw that out there. I almost stayed away from this play because of this. His ERA overall is a 5.61. However, when he faces Baltimore, it's a 1.59. So his ERA is actually a lot better when he's facing Baltimore. That doesn't really affect this guy unless his at-bats were less. I hope that makes sense. If not, I can explain it better. But basically, what this means is that if this pitcher pitches this good against Baltimore, this guy would get less chances at bat. But if I see here, he is coming up to bat between 4 and 5 times per game. Also, he's already faced this pitcher 3 times. He's gotten 1 hit. And then we go all the way to the bottom again. This matches perfectly. This guy's going to more than likely going to get a hit off this guy. So the only other little note too is that the Orioles are one of the worst teams for striking out. I don't know if you saw the game yesterday. There was about 6 strikeouts with Skubal. So these guys strike out a lot. They're probably like, I think they were third. They're third right now for striking out. So that's another little thing here. But however, just again, overall picture, this dude should get a hit. All right. So if you go to the link in the description, I just gave you guys 2 batter props. Like I said, we had a 4.36 ERA. I went through the breakdown. Again, guys, I went through every single game already. I do not like any of the games. I was looking at the Braves and I was looking at the Orioles. And then I just explained a couple of details why I'm staying away from the Orioles. Also, the Orioles at home are like a 32% hit rate. So, again, there's a lot of contradictions today. There's a lot of stuff like that. Braves, there was too many contradictions. Orioles, too many contradictions. All I went with right now today is straight up was the batter props. So if you guys want the rest of these batter props, go on the link in the description. Check that out for 50% off for 1 week. All right, guys, man, let's get another great day going. This was a perfect day yesterday, and I appreciate you guys that are here. And let's have another great day, man. Thank you.